G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I will be giving you my round 4 tips, and before we do that, going over how I went in round 3. So to start things off, I took Manly to beat Parramatta. That tip was right, so good start. I then took the Dolphins to beat the Knights. I took them by 8, they won by 16. So still a good start. Would have liked to get the margin, but it is what it is. Then it's it's all downhill from here. Took the Bunnies to beat the Roosters. Roosters got up by 2. Took Storm to beat the Titans. Storm lost that one. I then took the Cowboys to beat the Warriors. To the Warriors' credit, they played outstanding. Got the win there. Another tip wrong. I then took the Broncos to beat the Dragons. We got that one right. I took the Bulldogs to beat the Tigers. We got that one right. And then I took the Sharkies to beat the Raiders. Unfortunately, the Raiders got the job done. So that was my tips for round 3. Pretty disappointing. Obviously, like, the ones I got wrong were only by 2 points, 4 points. That one was by 14, so not great. And that one was only by 4 points as well. So the tips I'm getting wrong are marginal, but they're still wrong. So we'll jump over to round 4, and I jumped the gun this week. I've already put my tips in, but I'm going to give you a 1 to 13, a 1 to 12 margin or a 13 plus margin. And yeah, we'll go from there. You guys can let me know who you've tipped down below in the comments, whether you agree with my takes or you disagree. Who knows? I might change some on the fly here because I did put these in after the last game on Sunday. So there might be a few tweaks, but I doubt it. Starting things off, I was very close to going Parramatta. Very close. And I still might. I don't think I will, though. It's hard because Para, to me, shouldn't be a 4-0 team, but I do think they're going to be. Now, I think the Panthers will win this by about 4 points again, because I think it's going to be a very close game. But Panthers 1 to 12 for me. I'm locking it in now. I can't see the Eels winning this one. Next up, we've got Storm and the Tigers. Cameron Munster is back. Originally, I had Storm by 8. With Munster back, I think they win by 13 plus. So my margin there is 16. I think they get the job done quite comfortably against the Tigers. Right, next up, Broncos and Dolphins. Big swing to the Broncos to a degree. I think the Broncos will win this one. I don't think it'll be a big margin. I think 1 to 12 again. But yeah, I think Broncos get it done, especially with the game being in Suncorp. I think the Dolphins will struggle there. So I do think Broncos will win. I think against most other teams, I'd probably tip the Dolphins, but I can't see the Broncos losing this one. I'm backing the Broncos there. For the first of the Saturday games, I've gone the Titans to beat the Cowboys. I think the Titans get the job done here. I know it's in Townsville, but I still am pretty confident the Titans win this one. Yes, the Cowboys are going to want to bounce back from a pretty poor performance last week, but I reckon Titans do it, man. I really do. So Titans are my tip. Then Rabbitohs and Manly. Look, this is incredibly tough for me to tip, and it's crazy to think the Rabbitohs are favourites going into this game. It really is. But what's tipsters saying? 64% for the Rabbitohs. Wow, that's crazy. Considering that, like, 60% of our forward pack is injured. I think Manly will probably win this. Now, I think if Latrell Mitchell and our backs have a huge game, I reckon we get this done pretty well. But I just can't see everything clicking for us. I think it'll be a pretty close game. I'm going to say by like maybe 6 to 8 points, so a 1 to 12 margin. But I am going to tip the boys there. In the next one, Warriors and Bulldogs. It's at Mount Smart Stadium. Yes or no, Wade Egan is out. Someone else is as well. I can't remember who it was. Somebody else on that Warriors team is out. But I'm pretty confident Warriors get the job done here. I think it'll be on the higher end of a 1 to 12. I reckon they're a team to watch out for this year. I really do, especially at home. So I am tipping the Warriors in that one. Next up, Raiders and Knights. Back in the Raiders, 13 plus. I reckon they're going to absolutely hammer the Knights this weekend. And we've seen a bounce back game now from the Raiders. I reckon they're going to be moving onwards up the ladder, not down it now. And then finally, I've got the Sharkies 1-12 against the Dragons. Nico Hines returns, and I reckon the Sharks are going to get a good win for him. Now, I don't think the Dragons will go down as easy as they did to the Broncos. I think they would be much tougher at home, but I think the Sharkies get the job done here. So, back over it, guys. Panthers 1-12, Storm at 13+, Broncos 1-12, Titans 1-12, Rabbitohs 1-12. We'll turn that off. Warriors 1-12, Raiders 13+, and Sharks 1-12. Let me know your tips down below in the comments, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Good luck in your tips this week. And as always, my friends, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.